I swear to you, I'm not gonna make this a habit. You look at my room and you see red, white, and blue, and you're like, this, and flags galore. You might think I'm a patriot. I'm not. But one thing I certainly am, and anybody who knows me very well will know that I am a giant video game nerd. And there's a certain necklace that has been missing from my videos recently. And some of you might have noticed it. Yeah, it's this. Yeah, that's... That actually looks pretty... That's sliding. That's cool.
Oh, I am jogging in place. My voice went up octaves.
Not good. You see, there's the marbles. There's the jar. Ignore it. Ignore it. Ignore the katanas. Ignore the Yu-Gi-Oh cards. This is that's it. That's the main reason. Now, this is a video game rant, so, you know, here we go. Link, guarding my diploma? How nerdier can you get? Oh, right, I forgot to do this first. Ignore me. Not really. Don't ignore me. Oh, gotta push my bed. Oh, god damn it, cooler. Hold on to me, dude. It's not moving. The bed moved. Yeah, bed. Oh, Jesus. I don't know. See, there it is. That's my video. That's my handheld. Handheld heaven. That's what that is. Handheld heaven. I'm looking for something. Where is it? Found it. In case y'all don't know, I guess I might as well tell you my favorite video game of all time. I don't know what it is. That's it's totally not Majora's Mask. I don't know. I don't know. It's this game right here, you know. That's my favorite game of all time. I know. That depends. If you don't like Majora's Mask, you do, then hey! Oh, Jesus. Oh, rolling out of bed. Don't do that at home, kids. It's dangerous. Oh, I guess there's that, too. And Legend of Zelda Moss. That link came into my PlayStation 4 box. Moving on. Back to the darkness. We're still in the darkness. The darkness. The darkness. And now we're back into the... Oh, Jesus. That always gets me every time. Going back into the light. Oh, my gosh. I'm wearing this green shirt for a reason that I kind of alluded to in the last video, but anybody who wouldn't know me wouldn't know why. I guess it's time for the reveal, you know? I meant to take this off before I started the video, but I just absentmindedly... No. The shirt is trying to come. This is... Ah, that was weird. Okay, so yeah, the link. It's my Legend of Zelda tee. Call me Zelda one more time, you know. My dad got it for me. He was really excited to see me open it during Christmas, and my reaction was lackluster because reactions aren't my thing. It happens. It happens. Okay, don't blame me. Okay, so video games. My life with video games is a lot longer than books. But I'm going to try to keep this as brief as possible. Just like my vocabulary, apparently. Oh, jest. Okay, so again, Harry Potter comes into play here. The very first video game I ever played in my entire life and ever beat in my entire life was Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. Yes, the Philosopher's Stone. For the PC, or was it the Sorcerer's Stone? I don't know. It was Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, or Philosopher's Stone, whichever. They're interchangeable. For the PC, for the computer, and me and my sister argue to this day, who beat it first. It was me. Just putting that out. she tells you otherwise, in any way, shape, or form, if you ever see my sister in any of my videos and she tells you otherwise, she's a liar. I beat it first. Granted, we both did it with John's help, my older cousin, but I beat him first. Okay, you believe me, right? You believe me. You should. You should believe. You should be on my side. Okay. Okay, and then we got the Nintendo 64 for Christmas, and we got Star Fox, Ocarina of Time. We got Donkey Kong 64. We never had Mario Kart, but we had Diddy Kong Racing, which was just as great, if to me it was better, because nostalgia. Plus, it's just better. Not versus, I do like the versus mode in Mario Kart's freaking fun as hell. When I played it with Colton and Amber, it was fun. It was great, but overall wise, I think it wins. It wins because for one reason, it has a story mode. That, and you can do boat races, you can do airplane races, you can do more than just kart races. Diddy Kong got it going on. So sad the sequel got canceled. So sad. So sad. But apparently it got a port to the DS that I've never played. I gotta find that. I really do. It's amazing. But that's where my start for my love of Zelda came from. But I didn't get into a much bigger fan of Zelda until I got my 3DS. No, slightly before I got my 3DS. I mean, I've always been a huge fan of Zelda, don't get me wrong. I played it on my cousin Keith's Wii. I beat the first dungeon for him because he didn't want to do it. I beat several dungeons for my ex-girlfriend when we were dating in 8th grade. I'm not going to get into that relationship at all. Anytime somebody had a Zelda game and I saw it, I played it because I loved it. And I borrowed my Nintendo 64, the Nintendo 64 we gave my cousin John, back with the copy of Ocarina of Time. Well, actually, with all of his games, and I played Ocarina of Time and beat it on the original system before I got my 3DS. Like, this was like literally months. Like, this was near the end of my freshman year, because I got a 3DS for my 16th birthday instead of a laptop, and I don't regret that decision. And I got Ocarina of Time and Star Fox 64 with it. Okay, I bought Ocarina of Time, and my mom got Star Fox for me. But the point is, I got my fill of Ocarina of Time in that year. I'm trying to think of what that year was. 2012? Had my fill of Ocarina of Time in 2012. Not to mention my hair was on fleek that year in the later half. In the beginning half, it was a disaster because it was short, it was spiked. Freaking calyx. But my hair got back to gorgeous, amazing style. It was on fleek. It was great. It was beautiful. I loved it. It was somewhat like this. I love this better though. I don't know why. I'm just weird. Ignore me. Don't ignore me. Please don't ignore me. I mean, I'm here for a reason. So there's that. And then after the Nintendo 64, we got a PlayStation 2 when we moved into this house, actually, when I was 7, that Christmas. And so that started my PlayStation 2, and then that's when I really got into gaming. How lovely. I had like almost 40 PlayStation 2 games. I had every wrestling game you could think of on that PlayStation 2 that I could find. I had SmackDown Just Bring It. I had SmackDown Shut Your Mouth. I had SmackDown Here Comes the Pain. I had SmackDown vs. Raw. 06, 07, 08, 09, 10. And I did not get 11 for the PlayStation 2 because I got it on my 360. Yeah. I mean, I did play it on the PlayStation 2 because my cousin Keith got it and he brought it over. So there was that. So I did play on the PlayStation 2, but I got my copy on the 360 because I was getting the 360 soon. And then I remember like the first batch of games we traded in. Like, I had the Treasure Planet, that Disney Treasure Planet movie. I had the video game for that. There was a Scooby-Doo game that I had for the PlayStation 2 that I can't remember what the title of it was, but it was a Scooby-Doo game, and I actually really enjoyed that one, and I regretted getting rid of that one. But I wanted to get rid of the Treasure Planet one because I sucked at it. I literally didn't know what to do, so I was just like, get it out of my face. And well, we did. And I remember because I had all 3 Kingdom Hearts games on the PlayStation 2. I had Kingdom Hearts 2, I had Kingdom Hearts, and I had Chain of Memories. And I beat them out of order. I beat Kingdom Hearts 2, Kingdom Hearts 1, and then Chain of Memories. Yeah, because Kingdom Hearts 2 was easy. But there's a story with Kingdom Hearts 2. I'm going to tell you that right now. Okay, with Kingdom Hearts 2, me and my cousin Shane. Okay, Shane told me about Kingdom Hearts 2 one morning in his front yard when we were playing around, and he told me that we should get it. Me and my sister should get it. And I remember because he was explaining it to me and he built me up, and I had this imagery in my mind of kind of like an Oblivion style game, or kind of like how Oblivion looks. I had that kind of style in my mind, and then I got it, and it was completely different from what I had imagined in my head. And I was not disappointed either. The tutorial was an hour long, so I mean that you can consider that a disappointment in itself. But I loved it because Vivi is bae. I'm kidding, but Vivi is like a great character from Final Fantasy IX, my favorite Final Fantasy game of all time. I did play Final Fantasy VII, Final Fantasy IX, but I didn't own them. We borrowed them. But I do have the Final Fantasy IX guide. Wait for your Let's Play. You're all drunk. But yeah, so we stayed up all night playing that game when I got it. Oh my god, we stayed up till 7 in the morning. And you know how far we got? We just beat Beast Castle. You know what that means? We had beaten the tutorial, which was long in itself. We had gone to Hollow Bastion, we'd beat Mulan, and so we did 4 things, pretty much, in the story. It's not even denting it. That's like... and it, like, goes in, but it pops back out. You know, how things do that to you? That's pretty much what we did that night. That's how far we got into the game. But we did that, like, for 4 nights. We did that like on 4 different nights. Some of them in a row. Okay. 2 of them were back to back. Okay. We had 2 sessions back to back. Different weekends though, because, you know, school. But it was amazing. And we didn't beat it. We got to the very end of the game, but we didn't beat it. We got to the final boss. And we stayed up for hours trying to beat Xemnas at his final state. He just kept killing us over and over and over and over again, and I quit. I was like, we were done. We put the game down. I put the game down for 4 months. I didn't touch it. I looked at it, but I didn't touch it. I looked at it with the evil eye. I glared at it, and I was like, you evil. And then I picked it up 4 months later and popped it in, and I was like, what's the harm? How is this going to harm me? I put it in, I beat him on my first try. I'm not even kidding. I beat him on my first try after 4 months of not even having played the game, not even having touched the game, not even having done anything to the character. I didn't grind or nothing. I just picked it up, put the disc in, did the fight, and won. And we both died, I don't know, like 10 or 12 times combined that night trying to beat him. Both of us probably sitting there hoping the other one dies. We're just like, hope you die. I want to be the one to beat him. But if you do, I'm so happy because I finally get to see the ending. That's pretty much probably what's going through our heads. And then I remember, and then I got Kingdom Hearts 1, and that game took forever just because of the sheer... Okay, if you go from Kingdom Hearts 2 to Kingdom Hearts 1, that is hell. Because the platforming is so great in Kingdom Hearts 2, and the game is so easy in Kingdom Hearts 2, that the terrible platforming and the difficulty of the game, Kingdom Hearts itself, is a spiked difficulty. Just like, I don't know. It's like going from stealing a candy to a baby to stealing a candy from Andre the Giant. It ain't gonna happen. He's just gonna punch you in the face and you're just gonna get knocked out. It's... If you don't like the Andre the Giant metaphor, then replace him with Brock Lesnar. You're not gonna steal candy from Brock Lesnar, because he's gonna take you to Suplex City against your wills. That may sound like rape, and it is. To a degree, I guess. I don't know. Don't rape people. It's not good. That's a disclaimer. So yeah, and then I remember, because before we got rid of the PlayStation 2, I beat Kingdom Hearts 2 on proud difficulty just to say I could, and I only died 3 times. All 3 times to Zigbar. That son of a bitch. Oh my god. I hate Zigbar so much. He can just go die. Blech. But also, along with owning all Kingdom Hearts games on the PlayStation 2 possible, owning all the wrestling games I could find on the PlayStation 2 possible, I owned all the Harry Potter games on the PlayStation 2 I could find possible, except for the first one, because I already beaten it and I didn't need to beat it to prove anything to myself. I got the second game and the third game last, which is funny. We had the fourth game for the longest time, and it was stupid. It was stupid. It was mediocre. The fifth game and the sixth game, I never owned it on the PlayStation 2, the sixth game, but I owned it on the PSP, so I was kind of content with that. But the fifth game was amazing. The sixth game was less amazing, but still better than the fourth one. And then the second and the third game, I remember I got those for Christmas, and I was just so happy, because the third game was like probably my favorite game in the series. And I played the hell out of it so much, it wasn't even funny. I love how it's like 60 minutes, and I'm only on the PlayStation 2. You know what? I'm going to put this into parts. Yeah, how was that? After the PlayStation 2, I'll go to 360, 3DS, PlayStation 4, because PlayStation 4 is going to be short. Anyway, so yeah, I got all the Harry Potter games possible, because I was on a tear. I was like, I'm going to beat every Harry Potter game I can get my hands on. And I did. Except for Deathly Hallows Part 1, because I'm not touching that thing. Oh, it gives me nightmares just thinking about it. No one should ever have to deal with that. The horror. The horror of Harry Potter and Deathly Hallows Part 1 for the Xbox 360, PlayStation 3. Using the Kinect, the horror of the Kinect, the horror of the PlayStation Move, the horror of anything movement, video game related. We sit on a couch for a reason. We don't want to move. Anything but our hands, our thumbs, our joysticks. Don't take that wrong. Pressing buttons. X, triangle. Circle. R2. RB. We want those buttons. We don't want to do this. We don't want to look like a jackass. Unless you love, I don't know, Just Dance, then I don't need to do it. I'm not a Just Dance person. Just saying. It happens. It happens. Seriously, it happens. I cannot stress that enough. It happens. I forgot about that again. I'm so ashamed. Like, I remember watching the last video over and be like, God damn it. I left TV. Muted. Unmuted. No. Anyway. Back to the PlayStation 2. So I had all those games, and just all great. And then there was... My bad. And then I had Jak and Daxter 3 also. That game was really freaking fun. Like, Jak and Daxter 3 was one of the most fun games I'd ever played. To be honest, it's not in my top 10. It's not even in my top 20, I don't think. But it was still a really good game. It was a solid game, and I loved it. PlayStation 2 was a great thing. I guess before I end this off, I will mention my PSP, my PlayStation Portable. Why, Philip? I transitioned from the PlayStation 2, the godly PlayStation 2, to the PlayStation Portable. I mean, the PlayStation Portable is awesome, and it is better than the Vita. Not technically sound, but it did better than the Vita. Plus, it has Birth by Sleep. I don't know. So there's that. But I have like over. I have a lot of games on my PlayStation Portal. I have wrestling games on it. I have Harry Potter games on it. I have 3 games in particular that I play on it. Out of all the games I own, I only play 3 games, and I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna sugar it. I only play 3 games. I play Final Fantasy Dissidia every once in a rare blue moon. I played Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep to death. I let Alicia borrow it. Hey, Alicia, I'm looking at the camera. I let her borrow it. She played it. She beat it. I beat it like 3 different times. I've played it to death. It's still a really great game, and I would go back to it again. And the final game that I probably played the most, just because its replay value is insane, is Yu-Gi-Oh! Tag Force 4 5Ds. And yes, it's a Yu-Gi-Oh! Game, and I played the living hell out of it because it's a Yu-Gi-Oh! And I love Yu-Gi-Oh! So I got that game, and oh my god, it's amazing. I love all of my decks. They're all weird. They're all stupid. And I can't beat Jack's final mission. Because Yusei and Crow are synchro tag masters. And it is irritating to deal with 3 or 4 synchro monsters when your partner is stupid and doesn't synchro himself. That in your deck just isn't synchro compatible. That's my fault. But yeah, you know, I think I use my dark deck the most because it's my powerhouse monsters are easier to get out, and it's a beatdown deck to beat. Don't kill me. So there's that, but yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is just a really great game, and honestly, I can't play it enough. And there's another I'll mention in part 2, but there's Improv 2 part 2 that I'm coming up with just because video games major impact in my life. So yeah, there's that, and it's just out of all those games, Kingdom Hearts, the Harry Potter games, and some of the wrestling ones, like 06 through 08 mainly. 05 wasn't bad. Shut Your Mouth was amazing. Just to Bring It was good, and Here Comes the Pain didn't work for me. It really hurt. Anyway, that's the end of this one. Hope you have a great day. Remember, you can be the best you can be. Give the video a like, comment if you will. That'd be super special, awesome. And subscribe. I don't even know what the hell I was doing there. But it happens. Ta-ta. For now. Yeah.